Hello and welcome to the Open 2018 presented by Latitude 64. We have the Europe Pro Tour finale for the FPO division. Here on the mic we have me, Emil Sneaky Dahlgren, and Linda Emanuelsson.
Hello everyone.
And she is local here and she's really good. She didn't play this tournament, but she was part of the staff helping everyone. In the players we have Kristin, Liis, Sofie, Björlycke, Maris, Perendi. And here we have hole 1, 128 meters, slightly uphill, par 3. It's a hard par 3, you want to lay up in this landing zone, and then you have 2 gaps to contend with, and OB on the left side, and long, and even on the right.
245 strokes from Estonia, Kristin, Tattar.
Oh yeah, that looks like a solid drive. Oh, that's far.
Yeah, it's a really good drive. She should have no problem saving par or doing par. What you really want to do is end up in the middle. You don't want to play with the OB on the left or go too far right. You want to have an easy upshot. As you can see, it's a bit windy. Tailwind.
Oh yeah, that pushed this down a bit, but she's in the middle. I think she can.
With 257 strokes from Sweden, Sofie Björlycke.
See if the only Swede in the group can give those Estonians a fight.
Sofie is actually the highest rated player in this tournament.
Oh yeah.
Also with 257 strokes from Estonia, Maris, Perendi.
Oh yeah, that's what you're looking for. It's a slight hyzer, set up for a nice approach.
Here we have Liis with her upshot.
Oh, get through. Ooh, friendly trees. Oh.
And Sofie's on the left, has a bit of a trickier stance.
Ah, no!
That's a bad kick.
Jump putt? Whoa!
That's a long drive. It's a good run.
Yeah, it's a good run.
Yeah. There were no women doing birdies on this hole, right?
No, the average on this hole for the women are 3.64, and it's a hard hole.
Yeah, and it's a hard hole even for the men, I guess.
Yes.
Not that many birdies.
No.
In average. Yeah.
No, well, if you're gonna go for the 2 on this hole, you have the OB to contend with, and it's quite a hard like last gap to hit, so it's a hard one to get.
Yeah. So Sofie loses 2 stroke on the rest of the group, unfortunately.
And here we have hole 2, 77 meters. There's a dogleg right, so it sets up great for right-handed sidearm or turnover. It's kind of a tricky turnover, but it's still there, it's fair, so you can do it, but if you have a sidearm, you're gonna use it here.
And what you don't want on this hole is to kick to the right.
No,
That's
right.
really bad.
Ninja rough. Oh, just didn't beat the corner.
Liis is throwing.
Oh, here's backhand. Ooh, that looks tasty.
Beautiful shot. That's how you do it.
A little bit. Oh yeah, that's good. It looked a little bit low, but worked out good. Does Sofie always play with the head, with her phone here and headphones?
Every round I play with her this year, she has done that
okay.
at least. I think she's likes trance music. At least she used to. That's probably what she's listening to. And she ended up in the bad rough on the right side.
Oh yeah, that's
really tricky to get to the basket from where she was. But
what? That would have been such a good save.
Morris is just inside the circle.
Oh,
really
nice,
good putt.
but
Yeah. And beautiful birdie by Liis. I am very impressed with her game this tournament. Her rating is 850.
And she has done only birdies on hole 2. That's impressive.
Really good. That's her hole.
Yeah.
It's not that many holes where the women make birdies on this course. This is one of them.
Explorer is a very versatile fairway driver.
Nice straight flight and then a little small finish.
It holds basically any line.
This one is immediately in my bag. It's adding the distance.
Fairly overstable, high-speed driver.
And my go-to foot-to-flat 450-foot shot is now a Ballista Pro.
So here we have hole 3, first par 4, 203 meters, 666 feet, playing 2 gaps. We're flying the ISO gap for a right-handed backhand player. When I land in this sweet spot right here, set you up for quite a long second shot with trees to contend with on both sides, and you're finishing to the left with a elevated basket, elevated on a little bit of a mound. Super tricky hole. The rough on this hole are super rough.
Yes. But what's good about it is that every woman in this field, in the tournament, can reach the sweet spot, at least.
Yeah, what would you say the sweet spot is? Like 100 meters maybe?
Yeah, I can reach it, and I can't really throw 100 meters. So I would say maybe 90 meters.
90 meters, okay.
But you want to have a nice skip to the left to land perfectly at the end if you throw the Heise gap. So Liis threw way too long, and Morris is a little bit short.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to read that hole when you want to like fade in.
Yeah.
But Kristine's gonna show us. Ooh, great skip.
Yeah, that's a perfect first shot.
It looks early. Get lucky.
Oh, it's in the trees.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bit more open than Morris lie though. Yeah, she's out.
Oh, she had a gap out. That was good. Yeah, she said I'm gonna have a look for a good approach for a safer par. Oh yeah. That's the rough on some holes.
So it's Liis again, her third throw. And it's too much anhyzer on that one.
Oh, those worked out okay. She's gonna have a maybe a jump putt.
Yeah, she has a look for a par.
Oh, this is such a good spot.
But still quite some distance to the basket.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Amazing. So no woman has made a birdie on this hole up until the final. We'll see what happens here. That was Sophie's third shot, I believe.
That's such a good feeling landing on that. You see that just land on that little bit of a mound there.
Yeah. That was Liis. Yeah.
Ooh.
And she parks it for a bogey, if I'm correct.
Oh, this is a scary
Sophie has a putt for par. Oof.
Oh, that's a scary run. This slopes kind of a lot down there, so if you miss it, you get at least like 7 meters almost.
Yeah, and that's probably the reason why Liis lays it up.
Oh, she was that close. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, and Kristin shows why she is in the lead by God knows how many strokes right now.
Was gonna be 13.
Yeah, 13 before both Liis and Morris.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, here we have hole 4. It's a par 5, 300 meters, 984 feet. It plays. You're gonna play we say 90 to 120 meters. You have the landing zone here. It sets up for your second shot. If you want to be aggressive and throw like a driver, you can, but you can even play smart and just go a mid-range or a fairway driver to stay in the fairway here.
Usually it's a bit of a headwind, but you don't feel it on the tee, so you could easily go into the right, and you really don't want to be on the right because then you have to almost throw backwards to get out again.
Oh yeah.
And that's not what you do. You always try to go through the woods and then you get more strokes.
Yeah.
So left is better than right on this one.
Yeah, this is a hard par 5.
Yes.
It's a true par 5.
What's the average by the women on this one?
Average on hole 4 we have 6.61.
Yeah, that's a beautiful drive by Kristin.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want to do.
It's so easy for a right-hand backhand player to, if you just make the gap and say, I was gonna make the gap, but then it like fades off to the left or to the right.
Yeah. Here we see that the headwind, I think, affected Morris' disc a little bit, but she had a lucky kick. And Sophie,
I threw.
Yeah, she doesn't quite make it through. She said after the tournament that she actually never made the gap on this one, and she was really frustrated with that.
Oh, come on, kick out. didn't see where it ended up. This hole is so good and frustrating at the same time, because when you're so easy to, when you get out of position, trying to save up some ground, and then you play even more out of position, and then you're in like a
just like we could see Liis here overthrew a shot a little bit. Morris with a lucky kick on the drive.
Oh, come on.
She's going down to the left. That's very classic, but the tree stops her from going too far.
Hey, that's good, yeah. So that's Sofie.
Yeah, that's Sophie's third shot.
Great recovery.
Yeah. And Liis's third shot.
Oh, and there's the... I've been there so many times, just want to make up ground on this hole.
And Morris, third. Yeah.
Yeah, she got out really far up there, so... Oh, you can... Now the wind starts picking up. You can see here the fairway slopes a little bit, so it's even more tricky to land your even safe shots, like you want to club down to like a putter, but it's still super hard. She's got so much power.
An unfortunate kick, otherwise could have been almost by the basket. This is a beautiful shot. I believe it was Liis, right?
Yeah, I think that was Liis.
Yeah, this is Morris.
Oh.
It's a little hard to tell the difference between them. It's almost only the Discraft and Prodigy that makes you tell them apart from behind. Liis is part of the Team Prodigy, the Baltic Team Prodigy.
Oh, yeah.
Kristin plays for the same as you, Latitude 64. And Sofie got sponsored by Innova last year after having played amazingly well. She had a rating at 958 in the middle of the summer. More than Valerie Jenkins, I think, at the time. And now she's back to more human levels. Still in the absolute top of Europe, though. Almost a par.
Yeah, if you're gaining a stroke on the field with a par here.
Yeah. And she actually gained with her bogey also. So.
Tied for second.
And both Liis and Morris are from Tallinn in Estonia. And they have played since 2016, both of them.
Oh, yeah? Here we have hole 5. So daunting tee shot, so tight. Downhill, playing 110 meters, 360 feet. And I think almost I can speak for every player. Just hit the first gap and get out to the open, and let's see what happens when you get down to these trees. There are some gaps, and you can hit it but it's that first gap. It's so tricky.
Yeah, if you don't hit the first gap, you very often you're looking at a double bogey often, unfortunately.
that right kick as well.
Now it's Morris.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
But she got through the absolute worst part, at least. And Sofie is known for hitting gaps, but unfortunately not this time. Last to go is Liis.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
She went a bit high in the wind and then came down close to the basket.
That's so good. Oh.
I think that was Kristin.
Oh, that was Kristin.
And Sofie. Morris. Her second.
Oh, beautiful approach. Tricky stance.
Mm.
How did she get out? She's out into the open. Ooh, settle.
That's a third shot by Kristin. You really want to be close to the basket on this when you're putting because of the elevation and downhill towards OB. Liis is putting for birdie. Oh, that's so close. She has to settle for par. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there were no birdies in the entire women's field on this hole.
No.
Yeah, and Liis was probably the closest one. So Liis had a chance to take a stroke on Morris, but now they both made threes instead.
Here we have hole 6 par 4, 208 meters, 682 feet, teeing off from like a patio or like a...
Is it a contender for the world's largest tee?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's so beautiful. You want to land before this big rock, then sets you up for a second shot, and if you can get through this gap, you're feeling good. It's super uphill the last shot, so it's hard to reach.
Camilla usually says that this is probably the hardest hole for the women, and she made the course, so I guess she should know.
And you have a few gaps here to choose from off the tee.
Morris chose a tricky gap, but she's out in the middle.
Yeah.
And now we have Liis.
Oh, that's fading out. Yeah, but I think she's still in okay position out there.
Yeah, that's a good kick.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the fairway. After the trees, probably.
And here you can see half the tee pad, maybe. See, nice control there.
Yeah. She was in a bit of a tricky place behind the tree, but you can't tell.
Great shot.
Really good from there. I have Morris. That's really good.
Oh, that's super good.
I like how she puts the correct height on it, so it doesn't go fade too much or go too low. Kristin. It looks easy here, but it's pretty hard to land in the middle after the rock.
Yeah. Oh, she cut a limb there going out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful third
nice.
shot.
Good recovery there.
Yeah. Sophie Parks, her third shot. So hole doesn't look that tricky now, as Camilla says, but I believe her.
Yeah.
Morris third.
Yeah, she's inside the circle almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
So close.
nice.
That's how you play easy par on this hole.
Yeah.
Another par.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, I parred this hole once, and I made a 15-meter putt, and it felt like the best birdie on this course
Yeah.
I've ever done. So
Yeah, that uphill on the last one,
yeah.
and it's so long. Here we have hole 7, par 3, 120 meters, 393 feet, playing downhill. To the right is a super tricky line to hit. It's like for right-handed backhand player, it's like an Anheuser that flex back a little bit at the end.
yeah. And you can also choose a sidearm, but then it's really hard to get to the basket. You will usually end up a bit short on the right, I think. But it's a more safe play, probably, if you have the distance.
Was that a mid-range?
It's not impossible. She has quite some distance on her
That
throws.
was super
so-
good.
Oh, here we say sidearm.
And she hits the tree, it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit short, but still it's in the open.
And Morris, who is now one behind Liz again.
Whoa!
That's beautiful. Very close to the circle.
If
Or
you-
maybe inside.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
knows?
It's such a tricky approach from up there because
Yeah.
it feels like you're close, but it's still really far and it's open, so you don't have anything to like gauge your distance with the approach there. So it's so easy to like
Yeah.
go a little bit short or a little bit long.
And it's easy to skip on the green also because it has been a very dry summer in Sweden. Not what she wanted.
Par.
Yeah. And she will have to settle for a bogey. Yeah, it looks like maybe just outside the circle. And no. Liz for a 3.
Good putt.
And Kristin makes the only bogey on the hole.
She adds a few strokes.
Yeah.
Here we have hole 8, par 3, 110 meters, 360 feet, playing uphill through this super wooded area, up and finishing just a slight bit to the left. This hole averaged 3.52 for the women, so it's a hard par 3 and up.
Yeah, the worst thing I think about this hole is that it looks shorter than it is.
Yeah,
So you kind of think that maybe I have a putt, but it's always 25 meters left or something.
Oh, that was a super good shot.
And it's very easy to fade left on the end, even with very good throws.
Yeah, the key here, if you want to miss something, you want to miss it right, because you have a big. You can see a little bit here is some large rocks there that can stop the disc.
Yeah, that was Mari's throw.
Kristin can reach this, right?
Yeah, she can absolutely reach this.
Oh, that looks tasty. Oh, so good.
That's a perfect drive on this hole. We've seen many perfect drives by Kristin.
Yeah,
this round. Yeah.
That's a good approach.
And Morris, second.
Oh, a little bit of almost a run there.
Liis has a long putt for a 2. And oh no, that's so close. And let's see if Kristin make a rare birdie on this hole.
Oh, she wanted it so bad.
I think we all did. So it will be all pars, am I correct?
Yeah. That's good score in this hole. You usually
Very
see
good.
Someone fading out early left and then your bogey, double bogey, easy.
Follow the FPO lead card a couple of rounds and they were all over the place on this hole. So this was a really good result.
Yeah. Here we have hole 9, 255 meters, 836 feet, playing downhill and have some power lines here to contend with, and you want to land around here somewhere to set you up for a anise through a huge sidearm to the basket, which is planned on a little bit of a mound. And hole 9 average for women 4.48.
Yeah. And there's OB behind the basket to protect the shop. First we have Liis.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah. All these women have great distance.
That's a good place.
Yeah.
If you fade out to the left here, it opens up the second shot a lot, but it adds a lot of distance.
Yeah. That was Mari's.
That was good.
Yeah. How many birdies? Was there any birdies by the women up until this round? Not to spoil what happens.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, but before the round?
Okay, let's see.
A couple maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's good. And Sofie, I think she hit the pole.
Oh,
That's very unlucky.
yeah, that pole's perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Or if you want to see.
There's a Mando that you have to go left up on the right, but closer to the pole, there's no problems. But you can actually go right of the poles over the small trees. That's also a way to go. And you can gain a little bit of extra distance if you go that way.
Oh, nice.
And Kristin has thrown really far on the first throw.
Yeah.
She can go for the sidearm now. Yeah.
She's got
birdie
a
putt.
great sidearm.
It looked like it was caught a little bit by the wind, I think, at the end. Yeah, Sofie has a par putt.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
here you can see the wind
Yeah.
is playing tricks with the discs.
And the elevation and the wind doesn't make you want to run this putt too
Yeah.
often. So
Yeah, it's not elevated a lot, but that
just enough.
just enough because
Yeah.
if you just miss it, you just in this wind. Oh,
That's a huge putt.
nice,
Really
birdie.
good birdie by Morris there.
Whew.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
She
good
makes
save.
the
There's a
return. Yeah.
pressure putt because you have a lot of people standing here at the shop,
Yeah.
and you don't want to. That's a good mental putt for her.
So Liis will make a par, and they are tied again, Liis and Morris, keeping it interesting.
Yeah. And we will be back with the back nine to see if who will gonna grab second. And here we
Yes.
see after the front nine. You see Kristin has a comfortable lead
Yeah,
with
could say that.
11 strokes.
yeah. So I think the only surprise is that Sofie played a little bit worse than she usually does, and Morris and Liis and Kristin continued to play way above their ratings.
Yeah. So we will be back with the back nine. See you. Bye.
Bye bye.